What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. I just want to let you guys know that what's been going on and giving you an update of what's happening with X. We're gonna talk about a lot of this in detail more on the Patreon, but I just wanted to give you some broad strokes because we told you that was some BS and people were passing it along as if it was the truth. And this is some of the spin that everybody puts when it comes to Jay-Z and Beyonce and all this nonsense that comes out here. And it makes everybody look ridiculous. And we're going to go into a lot of details that people don't need to, or, well, they, at the time, they didn't need to know, but, this is personal family matters. So, and it's a large family. You're talking about a lot of children. You're talking about a lot of families and baby mothers and all the people who feel they have a piece of DMX. So this is like not just the fans. This is like his family, children's, and everybody else thinking like, hey, we get to get something out of this. So with that being said, let's move forward. Now, we look at a situation that's been moving and grabbing headlines, and people felt like, we need to address this because this problem hasn't been going away. Um, so they said, like, let's address this as it is. Now, the rumor was Jay-Z and Beyonce bought DMX rap recordings for $10 million, his masters. Now, when X had a heart attack at his house and all of this, all of a sudden, people were talking about who didn't do what, and they reading old X interviews and seeing how X felt about why he couldn't get his masters and all of these different things of that nature. So every live stream I had done and we talked about X, there's always somebody in the chat that would bring up Jay-Z bought his catalog and gave him and Beyonce bought it and gave it to him. All these fake false stories was coming up. And I didn't say anything because I didn't have any information on it, and I haven't seen any credible person really state that. So again, I would ignore it, but it kept coming up, right? So it has gotten back to the family as well. So the family has definitely said there's been a few rumors around following our loved one, and we want to clear this up. No one has bought like DMX Masters. There's also been talk of people trying to raise money for the party up, you know, his funeral and all this stuff. And they told people, look, if anyone is requesting money for a funeral, please be aware that these persons are scammers. We will keep the public posted on memorial service arrangements. So people are out here actually trying to collect money for DMX's funeral and using X's name to swindle money from people, scammers, emotionalist people, right? Emotionalists. Now, we have to move forward with the situation as far as what people are expecting in these situations. Opportunists show up, family members you haven't seen in 20, 30 years show up. You have all these people come out saying that, oh, it's a little deeper too, because there's some other women coming up saying, I think DMX is the father of my child. That's coming up. And it's a whole lot of different lawsuits are getting ready to be filed as well. So it's a lot of stuff going on that we're going to go more into in the Patreon, because it's a whole nother side of this coin that's going on right now that people don't know about. A lot of people are eating right now off of the dead. And here's the situation that's basically, it's like somebody like, you making a video, so you eating off the dead. No, that's I'm covering what's actually transpiring. If they weren't doing what they were doing, I wouldn't have anything to really talk about. We're not just sitting there making a video about the man being deceased. We're making a video based on the events that are happening around it. So I don't know. Take it as you may. If you want to compare that to somebody else's exploiting him for money, and I don't know what to say for you. But anyhow, right? You can't help everybody with their psychosis. You just can't, as much as you want to. Now, moving forward, let's take a bigger look at the puzzle. There are moving parts that's happening right now that we're gonna touch on the Patreon, but it's gonna be a change in the business because of it. It may be a change. It's already been changing. Some laws have been changing, but as far as masters are being concerned, yeah, it's some things is in it's in the works. So hopefully we'll wait and see how it goes. But yeah, some things in the works. To me, DMX deserved a lot better from people. For him to put that kind of work in and to have nothing to show for it, it's an embarrassment to the label. It's an embarrassment to his management. It's an embarrassment to everybody involved. Look, I know people are reckless with money, and I know DMX was very reckless with money. And I remember him turning down certain events that paid out a tremendous amount of money just because he was tired and didn't feel like doing it. But those things don't last forever. Then you're gonna be begging for them to open the doors for you to do those type of performances. But still, he's done enough where his records should be paying for his children to go to school, his children's educations, his children's medical, all these things. Why people who don't even listen to his music, their school is paid for by DMX. All this stuff is paid for by DMX. This thing right here is the part of the system that's broken and needs to be fixed. And it's been like that for 50, 60, 70 odd years. And the progress hasn't been made there. So that's that's what's on the table right now. And this, unfortunately, it took somebody to lose their life like X to really bring this back to the table. There's some things being talked about now. We're going to get into it on the Patreon. Um, might be tonight. I might do a live stream on it, but yeah, it's definitely going to get talked about. Anyway, it's your boy Carcino. I'm out. God bless.